Hello guys and gals, hope you're doing very well. In this video I'm gonna be experimenting new head sculpt swap between TB League's figures and Disney figures or dolls. Now I've got a request from one of my viewers to do this experiment, to swap heads between Disney dolls and TB Leagues, and I saw someone on YouTube, actually a couple of channels, where they were actually experiment this. Now I was looking for some decent Disney dolls. Now my daughters love Frozen, so I've got some dolls for them for Christmas and also recently, and I was looking for something that was very accurate, or at least as accurate as possible to the actual character, and I couldn't find anything that was nearly accurate. Because the new dolls from the Disney store, if you just check online, at least, well, the Elsa and Anna, Elsa head sculpt look hideous. It just doesn't look like her, and the only one that actually looks accurate is Anna, especially the last few released. Now I bought a couple of them, like a couple of more of them actually. When I bought them for my daughters, I also bought them for this review, for a future review, and I'm gonna be demonstrating this today. So essentially I bought these two versions. So I've got this version here, which is the Frozen. I think this is the first version of Frozen. I bought one for my daughter. I'm planning to give this to her after this review. This is just the face sculpt that they used to do, the design they used to do before the first release of Frozen. The Frozen 2 release are not good, not as good as the first one, unless you buy some unlimited edition that costs a lot of money. I didn't want to spend a lot of money to do this experiment, especially even to give it to my daughters, because they're gonna rip her off, they're gonna eventually break it. So I'd rather just spend a little bit less. But this version I'm quite happy with. So I'm gonna be experiment with this head sculpt, and I'm gonna be experiment with also Anna version. This is a limited edition with very long hair. My daughter loved this, so I decided to buy a couple of this on eBay. They're not selling it anymore on the Disney store if you try to, but this version here is now limited. You rarely find it online. Found a guy on eBay who was selling a bunch of this, and I decided to get two, and then that's it. I'm gonna be using this head sculpt with one of my figures TB League. So give me a second, I'm gonna unpack the box and I'm gonna be starting with this experiment. Now I happen to have another doll, my daughter's doll, and I bought actually a couple of this. I found a good price on eBay. This is exactly the same design as the one that you see here, the first version. So same face design. So I'm gonna be using this head sculpt to show you how it looks. Let me just remove this. First of all, let me just put this on the side, and I'm going to demonstrate this by just removing the head sculpt. So to remove the head sculpt, you can basically heat it up with the hair dryer, but now I know how to do it. I don't have to do necessarily that, but if you want to do that, use hair dryer here. Try to not to be too close to the doll, otherwise you're gonna melt the hair. But all I do is simply hold the head very firmly, and then you squish it a little bit, and then you turn it, you twist it slightly, and then you be very careful when you do that, not to break the neck. So you do it very slowly until you see a little hook coming out from the head. So all you have to do is simply be very patient. And then do the other side, and there we go. Now the head is out. There we go. So that is the hook from that. Perfect. So that is one, and that is our head sculpt. Now it's not gonna have the same size as the TB League. So if I now experiment with one of this, I'm gonna be using some blue tag just to show you how it looks. So I'm gonna be basically using blue tag all the way. You can use as much as you want. For the other one, we're gonna be doing the same thing. I'm gonna be just opening this up. All right, and this is the Anna doll with very long hair, quite beautiful. So we're gonna do the same thing here. We're going to slowly twist her head. Now in this case it's quite hard. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the hair dryer, and I'm gonna be back. So you essentially use the hair dryer for 30 seconds or so. When the head is quite warm, you can now try to do the same thing here. So trying to put your finger here just to make sure that you remove it without any issues. There we go. And now the head is out. And as you notice, I tried this before because I got some blue tag down coming out. That's why you see that. So that is the Hannah head sculpt. And now we're going to be using some blue tag. So I use this blue tag, and you can find blue tag anywhere in any hardware store. I'm gonna be using this, and I'm gonna be using essentially the S44 first and see how it looks. The S44 is quite small body, but if you want to find out about this model, the S44, if you want to see the review of the S44, click on the link here on the screen or in the description down below at the end of this video. And this is the S44. I'm gonna remove the head. To remove the head on an TB League doll or figure, all you need to do is simply just hold it. A little bit of effort, but it's out very easily, and as you can see, it's quite tight there. Now if I want to use an experiment with one of this, all I have to do is simply just place that in there. Now you notice this doll has quite a big head, but it looks pretty good with this head sculpt. I'm gonna just be using this for now. I'm gonna essentially put the blue tag on top of my on top of the head there, and I'm going to be putting this on top. Let's have a look. Probably is a bit too much, perhaps. I'm gonna be using it like that. And I'm gonna put these inside. That too much. Let's put less. Okay. Don't be afraid, you can easily twist it a little bit. And that's how the head sculpt looks like on Hannah's body. So the skin tone is perfect, so you don't have to worry about if you have a pale body, TB League body. This is actually perfect for the Disney doll, for the Frozen Disney doll. Let me see. There we go. So this is going to be Anna. Pretty beautiful. This is how it looks. Bear in mind the body is quite small comparing to the head. But now we're gonna be using also the S34 figure. Let me just put the other one there. There you go. So that is the S44, a little bit more in shape, more form, and more interesting body sizes. Quite like the S34, is one of my favorite. Again, you can put some blue tag. I'm gonna just be putting it there first. And it looks like this body is actually more proportionate for the Disney doll Frozen. Actually quite beautiful comparing to the S44, which it's not too bad to be honest, but I think the S34 fit the bills for these figures. I'm gonna just be using some blue tag again on top of the doll there. There we go, like this. Probably this is way too much. Let's put half of it. And again, you can find these dolls, the Disney dolls, on eBay, these versions especially. I'm gonna be leaving a link on the description below. Hopefully if I can find them again on eBay. They should be available. Someone might sell them secondhand. One of these Elsa doll I bought secondhand. The other one that you saw at the beginning, I bought it new. But they're not too expensive. I think you find Elsa doll, the first version, around for $15, I would say. I pay mine £10 because I'm in England, but if you are in any other country, you should be able to find them at that price. So that is how Elsa looks on an S34. Beautiful, pretty sexy, actually. Very nice shape for that. So these are the two dolls with the same sort of swimwear. I'm quite impressed, quite nice. I could actually use the S34 for Anna as well, but I'm gonna be leaving them for now, and I'm gonna be taking some photos so you can see them, how they look with different body shape. So that is the experiment, which I think it's works fine, they looks fine. There's nothing really abnormal apart from the S44 body, which is a little bit tiny comparing to the head. But if someone likes manga, if someone likes anime kind of style figures, this can actually be perfect for your collection. I'm gonna be taking some photos and I'm gonna be showing you these photos while I'm talking, so you can actually see them with the S34, with the S44. I don't think the S01 and the S07 body shape will fit for this particular Disney dolls because of their skin tone and also because of their characteristics, really. So I will probably fit them into the S44 or S44. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and you have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you in the next video.